All right, let's go ahead and start going into our techniques. In each of these techniques, I'm going to show you what the mouth looks like, what it looks like with the tongue block trainer, and then what it sounds like on the harmonica. For our first technique, we'll have what we'll call fully open. I'm going to place my lips over 4 holes. That is our common size embouchure on the harmonica. As you move to the left of the harmonica, such as hole 2, for example, of course, that's going to change. But generally speaking, our goal is to be most of the time over 4 holes. So I'm going to play holes 1 through 4. I'm going to start without the harmonica. Now the tongue block trainer. And now my A harmonica. Now I'm going to move into what's called a full block. I'm going to block all the holes on the harmonica. Without the tongue block trainer. With the tongue block trainer. And with the harmonica. And you should hear no sound, right? Because all the holes are being blocked. And I'm using the top of the tongue, a little bit more of the top, because the top of the tongue is a little bit wider, right? So no longer the tip top, but actually a little bit further back to block all those holes. Let's move from fully open to fully blocked. Now to perform a single note on the harmonica, we'll move from that fully blocked and slide slightly to the left. Without the harmonica or tongue block trainer, notice the very slight movement to the left. And now with the harmonica, from full block to single note. Your goal, again, is to use the tip top slightly to the left. If you find yourself really using the side of the tongue, that's not what we're looking for. Let's now do a tongue switch. So you're moving from a 4-hole, performing the 4-hole blocking holes 1, 2, 3 on the left. We're just going to slide the tongue to the right to open the first hole. Remember, one of our important tips was not to move the jaw. So your challenge is not to move the jaw. Let's first do it without the harmonica or the tongue block trainer. Now with the tongue block trainer. I'm going to go back and forth a couple times. Now with the harmonica. Again, focusing on not moving the jaw, use a light touch. Again, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. A great exercise from that one, this is something I get my students started on right away, is going from a single note to the right, that 4 blow, and then centering the tongue, and you pull it back ever so slightly, so you're using a little bit more of the tip of the tongue, and now you get the octave. Holes 1 and 4 are open. As you continue to move your tongue to the right, then you stick your tongue out just a little bit, and you block those 3 holes to the right, getting the first hole. So what you'll see demonstrated here is a 4 blow, to an octave. I'm sounding holes 1 and 4, that's A on your A harmonica, or if you tend to think music theory on a C harmonica, those would be C's, 1 blow, 4 blow C. And then I continue moving my tongue to the right to get that 1 blow C. One more time. And by the way, if you're trying this on the harmonica and when you go for the first hole, you hear more than 1 hole, it just means your tongue traveled a little bit too far to the right and the second hole opened a little bit. So with the tongue block trainer again, if I move too far, you'll see that second hole open up. Now on the harmonica. If I move too far, you'll hear the second hole open. And it's a good practice to go back and forth. You do your blows and your draws. So you'll go 4 blow, octave, 1 blow, octave. 4 draw, octave, 1 draw, octave. And it sounds like this. And with the tongue block trainer. Isn't it great to be able to have that visual? Never before were we able to show that. All right, so continuing on. This is where your lips are over 4 holes and you're blocking the 2 in the middle. Of course, you can open your lips to play a wider, in this case, like on the draw side of the harmonica, holes 7, 8, 9, and 10. To perform an octave, you have to be over 5 holes. Let's see what that looks like on the tongue block trainer. So I'm over 5 holes, blocking 3 holes in the middle. Yeah, and you would perform an octave on the high end. In this case, I'll play 6 draw, 10 draw. And then to move between blows and draws, blow octaves are over 4 holes, tongues blocking 2 holes in the middle. And draw, at least on 7, 8, 9, 10, your mouth is over 5 holes, your tongue blocks 3 in the middle. So having the tongue block trainer is a great practice to blow over 4 holes, draw 5, blow 4, draw 5. The tip on this one is go smaller than you think you need to go for the blow octave, go larger than you think you need to go for the draw octave, and move in half-hole increments. So I'm going to show this analogous to the high end of the harmonica. I'm going to use holes 1 and 4 on the tongue block trainer since there's not 10 holes on here. 4-hole octave to a 5-hole. Then I move up the harmonica to the next 4-hole octave. Then I open up to a 5-hole octave. So I'm going to go 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. And if you were to play, say, from 7 blow to 10 blow, that's exactly what you'd have to do. 4, 5, 4, 5 as you go from blow to draw. So that's how you're able to create octaves using both blows and draws as you're adjusting your embouchure. Now, of course, you can go wider and wider using more and more of the top of the tongue as you see the split widen, or you can go even smaller so that your lips are over 3 holes and you're just using the very tippy tip of the tongue to create a block for holes 1 and 3 or 2 and 4, for example. So you can create some really neat sounds. And using the tongue block trainer gives you the ability to confirm that you're over those holes. And again, you try on your harmonica. And if you're not sure if you got it quite right, use that tape, pop those holes on the harmonica to be able to hear what it sounds like. And those are called variable splits. And that's a really neat thing to do. Sonny Terry used some of that. We also hear that. Joe Filisko, of course, uses these variable splits all over the place. Steve Baker uses them to really nice effect in his modern blues harmonica sound. So variable splits, again, you can use the tongue block trainer for that reference.